Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I thought I would pick the camera up today and try and do a vlog. I've been posting a lot of shorts because, you know, I just find them so much easier to keep on top of, but I really wanted to do an actual long vlog again, so I thought I would pick the camera up today. It's a beautiful day. It's so warm in London. I think it's like, I mean, it's only 11 degrees, but for the UK it's nice and warm and it's sunny, which is the main thing. I am heading to the hairdressers. I need to get this head of hair sorted. Full head of highlights, cut, blow dry. It's much needed. I can't lie, I am running extremely late. Need to somehow park there. Might get a parking fine. Please say I won't. Yeah, we have so much to catch up on. I've actually moved house, which I was planning on doing a moving vlog, which I filmed, but I ended up just not liking it, so I didn't post it. But we'll have a proper catch up once I'm home, but I need to go. I need to rush and get this sorted. Here is the finished result. I've lost my phone. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here is what I asked for in terms of the cut. And here is what I received. I'm honestly obsessed. I feel like she did such an amazing job. I tried to keep the length as much as possible, but I wanted to add basically just some shape and some movement. So we've cut these shorter again because I really like to style these. And then basically it just layers all the way through. Obviously my roots are gone. But yeah, it was so weird going back to where I used to live. So I basically parked outside my old flat. And honestly, I have absolutely no emotional feelings about it. Like, I didn't get there and think, oh, like, that's so sad. Like, I really missed it there. Like, no. We've only moved 10 minutes down the road, but we're just so much happier here. It's a bit of a quieter pace of life, considering we're still in London. Our flat is so much bigger, it's so much more spacious. I have natural light in the kitchen, which is amazing. I feel like I do want to eventually do kind of like a flat tour, but I'm just waiting for some more bits and bobs. I mean, most of the furniture is now in. It's just little bits here and there that I'd like to add. But I'm currently standing in our kitchen and we actually finally had room to get a dining table. We now have a dining table that looks out into our garden. This is what I mean about the weather today. It's just beautiful. This is all the natural lighting that our kitchen gets. I mean, if you remember the old flat, there was 0 windows because it was in the center of the flat. And I didn't realize how much that was affecting my mood, but like being in the kitchen, waking up, coming for a coffee and having natural light hit you just makes such a difference to like how you start your day. I think me and my boyfriend are both just so much happier here. Yeah, going back today was kind of confirmation that I'm glad I live here now. Chico is currently in the garden. I think I'm gonna take him for a walk. It's currently 1:30. I actually have work this afternoon, although I'm just working from home, so it's not going to be too bad. But yeah, I think I'm going to make myself some lunch and get Chico out for a walk while it's still sunny. Shall we go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Come on then. Are you going to be a good boy? Are you going to get your harness on really well? Come on then. Right, I thought you could all witness the difficulties in getting this boy's harness on because he does not like his harness and he makes it very well known. Ready? On. Good boy. Well done. Okay, what's the next step? We have to clip it, which is the part you don't like. What's this? Will we touch it? Good job. There you go. Good boy, good job. Well done, that was really good. Have you got your harness on? Well done. Was it as bad as you thought it would be? I'm so proud of you. So sometimes when we're trying to put his harness on, he will try and bite us because he doesn't like the feeling of the harness being clipped. I mean, you can tell by his little ears that he doesn't love the feeling of wearing it. But when he's actually out and about, he's fine. It's literally just getting it on. Right, let's go out for a nice sunny walk before I have to start work. Yeah? Chico, you having a nice walk? Chico? You having a nice walk? These are Chico's favourite treats for after he's done his walk. They're literally from Sainsbury's and I think they cost like 80p. And there's nothing that this little boy loves more than a meaty roll. We only did about a 10-minute walk, but I think you deserve one. Sit. Good boy. Right, got a good little setup going on at the moment. You're sat on my food bin, on my sugar tin. And there's the camera. I've made myself some lunch. I'm on a bit of a health kick at the moment, so I'm really prioritizing protein and vegetables because I do not get enough vegetables. So this is scrambled egg with spinach. So can we just appreciate my beautiful flowers? I was actually in Northern Ireland at the weekend visiting my dad, and I came home and Chico and my boyfriend met me at the train station and they got me these flowers, which I just love having fresh flowers in the house. I am on a health kick, but I still have to smother this in ketchup. But yeah, I thought I would sit here and eat my lunch and talk to you about recent months. It's been such a long time since I filmed that I feel like I've missed so many major life moments. Like, I moved into this flat 3 months ago and I love making content, but obviously when you work full time and you have a life, like, it's just so hard to stay on top of. This is good. But I think it's really good for me to kind of stick to it because it's like my only real hobby that I have other than going to the gym and doing Pilates or running. Like, it's like a very good creative outlet for me, and I feel like it's something that I definitely need to keep up. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this and then I have 40 minutes until I need to start work. I'm just having my coffee that I actually made this morning, but I never managed to drink in time because I had to go get my hair done. So I'm having that quickly, but I felt like we had to have just a quick talk about something that I've become obsessed with. I've fallen on the Kindle hype. I've fallen on it. I never thought that it was something I would get into because I've always liked having a physical book. But I was trying to read A Court of Thorns and Roses, okay? And I'm on book 3 and those books are thick, like thick. I'm not sure I'm a fantasy girl, to be honest with you, because it's taken me a long time to read. But it just had me thinking, like, I would probably read this so much quicker if I could just take something like a Kindle with me on my commute to work, on the train, whenever I'm traveling, to bed, like, just, why don't I just give it a go? So I found one on, I actually got it on Vinted secondhand for £20. This is the Kindle Paperwhite. I think it's quite an old version, but I'm obsessed. Like, I'm honestly obsessed. I don't think I will ever go back to a book. I've decorated the back of it, so I fell on that TikTok hype of like getting the clear case, covering it in stickers. I mean, I think it's the cutest thing I've ever seen, and I am now part of the Kindle girly club. I'm just so obsessed with it. I'm reading Then She Was Gone at the moment, and I've realized that I'm definitely a thriller book type of person. Like, I don't think fantasy, ACOTAR, I don't know if it's for me. I love TV shows like The Vampire Diaries and Twilight and, you know, those fantasy kind of films, but I love Game of Thrones, but I can't get into ACOTAR. I can't do it. I'm forcing myself to get through the 3rd book. I think the 2nd book was definitely by far the best. And I do want to finish the series just because I've started it now. I feel like I have to. But I am a thriller girl through and through. And I only got this Kindle in January and I've already read 3 books. Considering I don't think I read 1 book last year, that's pretty good going. So far I've read The Housemaid, which, incredible. I wanted to start with The Housemaid because I know it's being turned into a film and I think it's being released later this year, so I really wanted to read it before it was released. 10 out of 10. It was so good. I like a book where I just want to keep reading, because otherwise if it's a slow burnout I will just probably give up. I need to be engaged from the beginning, and The Housemaid did that for me, and it was, I feel like it's a really good way into the thriller genre as well. Like, it's not a particularly hard read, it's quite easy to follow, so I loved that. And then I moved on to Verity by Colleen Hoover. Now obviously I've read a Colleen Hoover book before. I can't remember the name. It was the one that got turned into a film with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, and now there's that whole like argument, and actually it's kind of ruined the book for me. But But I didn't know how Colleen Hoover would write a thriller, considering I feel like she mostly does romance. But oh my gosh, Verity was an incredible book. I might even go as far as to say I preferred it to The Housemaid. Did I? I don't know. I feel like Verity would make maybe even a better film than The Housemaid. I felt like when she was writing it, she was imagining it as a film, because I just can picture it so well, and I feel like it would do so good. Just like the story, just everything about it was just amazing. So yeah, I feel like The Housemaid and Verity are two very good books to get you into thrillers. I also think thrillers are just page turners anyway. Like if you're like me and you get really bored of books easily, I think thrillers are a good way to go. Then I thought I would up my skill set. Considering I'm a journalist, I probably should be reading heavier stuff, but I'm now reading Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell, which so far, incredible. It's not quite the same as something like Verity or The Housemaid, where, you know, it's a bit like predictable. This is not predictable at all. This is a bit darker, I would say. I mean, I felt like Verity was a bit scary, to be honest, but I feel like this is a bit darker. Like there's a lot of twists and turns, and it's basically about a woman whose teenage daughter went missing, and then like 15 years later remains turn up, and it basically follows her romance with this man who there's like links, and it all just gets a bit twisty turny. But I just wanted to talk to you about my Kindle, because it honestly is like my new little obsession. I bring it everywhere with me. Like I took it to the hairdressers, I take it on the train when I go to work, even on my break sometimes I'll pick it up, and it's such a good size. I can hold it in one hand. It's just so easy to transport. I actually have a video on my shorts of like my little nighttime setup with my Kindle, which is basically just my sunset lamp and my Kindle. I'm just so obsessed, and I would love book recommendations from anyone who's reading anything amazing. I just need something that's a page turner. So yeah, if anyone has any book recommendations, please let me know. It's now the next morning. I thought I would make this a little bit of a 2-day vlog, just because yesterday started work, then nothing interesting happened. But today I'm actually going to get my nails done, which I'm very excited about. I'm really undecided on what I want. Obviously these, I've had these for like 4 weeks. They're very natural, but I feel like I want to do a French tip, but not just like a white French tip. I think I want to do a coloured one. And I'm thinking orange, which I'm like, is that a little bit crazy? But because the sun's come out, I'm like, spring vibes. But yeah, I'm gonna go and do that. My camera is flashing, so I'm gonna charge it while I'm there. This is my outfit today. I actually got this little rugby top in a charity shop, and I really like it, just for kind of like lounging around. And then I've just paired it with these Zara trousers, which are really comfy. Also, I have an aura ring now, which is a lot of fun, but we can talk about that later. Here are the finished nails. When I was getting them done, I was like, have I made a mistake? Because I mean, this is a very like bright neon orange, but actually I feel like it gives a nice little pop of colour to my otherwise extremely pale hands. I think I like them. I feel like they're cute. We have actually just spontaneously decided that we are going to go for a little Thai lunch. I don't start work again until 3 p.m. and my boyfriend's on his break, so we were like, why not? It's literally just up the road, and they do like a really fun set course like lunch menu. So yeah, we're gonna go and do that, and it's nice and sunny, so I'm not wearing any makeup today. I'm keeping it very au naturel. But yeah, I'm excited for a Thai lunch. Okay, we have just returned from our lovely little Thai lunch. I think Thai food might be my favorite. They did this incredible like Thai iced tea, which I've never had before, but it was like the best thing ever. We picked up a little coffee on the way home. I think my favorite thing about living in London is that you can just walk everywhere, because it's good for your steps, but it's also just good, I feel like, for your mental health, just to get out. That's a good cappuccino. But yeah, before I close the video out, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about my aura ring. I actually got this to review for the Daily Mirror, because I work at the newspaper, for anyone that doesn't know. I'm a writer there, so I am basically reviewing the aura ring for the paper. And I really wanted to get one ages ago, just because I thought it was such an interesting idea, like having a ring rather than a watch, because I do also have an Apple Watch. But I'd be interested to know, if anyone has an aura ring, what your favorite features are, because I feel like for me the main thing that's different to my Apple Watch is the sleep feature. Like, I find that so interesting, but then I'm like, how accurate actually is it? So I'm still getting to grips with it. So if anyone has any aura ring tips and tricks, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna start work in a little bit, so I thought I would end this video here. It's been so nice vlogging and speaking to a camera again. It's something that I definitely want to continue, get back into. I absolutely love doing it. It's just finding the time in between everything else going on. I feel like I live the most chaotic life. Please let me know any video ideas that you would like to see from me. I will, I'm sure, do a flat tour at some point. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.